Oh. I'm confused. So, everyone's joining now. Sounds good. So you've got Jumpman, obviously. You've got Lord Papadum, Jack Stott, Chuck Rivers, Dragon, Sixteen Bull, Trevor. Oh, okay. Sure. Internet connection quality. Ah! Internet connection quality sucks. Okay. Right. So the race should be starting in a couple minutes now, so like 18, 17 minutes now. Okay, so we're getting most people in, so we've got the last driver's got both Williams. Congratulations. You, sir, have won something. Can you guys not hear me? Alright, sorry. It just happens all the time, doesn't it? Let me check. So, sound devices. Adjust microphone level. Alright, so I'll turn it up. Okay, is that better? Is that any better? I hope that's better for you guys. I'm just a bit of a low talker when before the thing begins, and then after the thing begins I'm kind of loud. It's just, yeah. Having to do with them. Okay. Oh, he's the guy in the trials, isn't he? It's helpful. Just wave. Hello. I confirm he's clean. Good. If he's not clean, then no. I mean, I don't think. Do we even have any open spaces? I don't think we will. Let me check. Let me check if there's Okay. I don't really, I'm not really used to having my microphone this close, but alright, sure. If it's good enough, then yeah, that's fine. Alright. 15 minutes to the Grand Prix begins. You've got an old man in the Red Bull. I think that's just like, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? The old guy. Ackerman. Yeah. That player character. Maybe a southpaw, trying to see if he can get into a thing in Star Racing. I mean, that would be nice. I think. I mean, he crashed in the trial races, but he was quite clean. Yes, he was quite clean. He was quite clean. So, I guess if there's only open spaces, then yeah, definitely. Let's have a look. Canada, beautiful. Right. Standard damage. Alright, so this is yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's quite fair. I think most leagues use yeah, I think most leagues use reduced damage, so it's kinda cool. Yeah, strict corner going, that's pretty understandable. Reduced safety car. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't expect reduced safety car, but I'm not going to protest against the settings because I'm not that type of person to do that. Okay. Right. I'm gonna be back in a couple seconds. Not a couple seconds, but I'll be back in a bit. Probably take like a minute. So yeah. Yeah. Be back in a sec. I'm back. And I have stuff. Oh gosh. Nice. I'm back. Couple of more later. Okay. Now around 10 minutes to... How many people have we got? So we got both the Mercedes, we're waiting for one Red Bull, both the Aston Martins, one McLaren, we got both the Alpines in, unlike the other league last race where we had to wait for both of them, and they're like super late. Waiting for one Ferrari, one Ferrari, one Alfa Romeo, one Haas, and then we got both the Williams. So we're just waiting for a couple now. There we go, Phil M13, Alfa Romeo. for something else. There's Bobby. Mate. Yeah, I thought he would have been driving for Ferrari. I mean, what other team would he be driving for? Got someone else? Which team is he at? In fact, it's time for 2 of the reserve drivers. So, how many reserves are there going to be? I think that might be a bit a couple now, because yeah, it does seem like there's going to be a lot of reserves here. Or am I just hallucinating? Oh, there we go. Danny's in. Okay, so he's in Aston Martin, and Danny. Don't know, he's up. Canada's one of my favourite tracks. It's really good, in my opinion. I really enjoy it. So there's another Aston Martin as well. Okay, good. I don't. I just sounded. I tell you, I sounded Italian though. I don't know. I really enjoy Canada and its layout and everything. So it should be a fun race to commentate. Waiting for a couple more reserve drivers now. So we've got a Red Bull, McLaren, well, one AlphaTauri, and then the other Haas. So not much. Now I think they're just trying to invite the reserves now, because yeah, he's ready to rumble. Get ready to rumble. Here we go, yep. Alright. I've advanced to level 2. Yay. We just waiting for 3 more people now. Yep. No, 4 more. Right. Because I'm here. Alright. There we go. Wait, why is Bobby in the house? Why is he in the house? What? What happened? He's been demoted. Big bad news. Oh, I think he's just letting Shnesny. Shnesny. That's what I'm gonna name him, Shnesny. He's a very Okay, so we got the Haas in. SBS probably is AlphaTauri. So now we're just waiting for 3 people. Right. 3 more people and 6 minutes till we start. Okay, so who have we got? We've got Josh Stewart 29, Chuck Brothers. We've got obviously sorry, wrong person. You got that guy, the old man, Bigfoot Jack starts. Weird. I'm really bad at pronouncing these names. You got Danny. I think he was from the trial races actually. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like he was from the trial races. And then you got BGR Bakatau. You got Raw Nosh, Raw Papadum. Obviously, you like raw papadums. Very tasty. You got Snatchney 91. You got BGR. BGR Echo. You've got Bobby. You've got Eshkabiri. You've got Dragon 2694. You've got Phil M13. You've got F1 Silver 97. We've got RR3 Chartman. And also Chuckle Brothers. Yes. So now, I think we've got the reserves in now. If I'm correct. Jack Jordans and Dontalds. Pretty sure those are the reserves. Yep, obviously he was. I thought he was going to be the other's going to be a Rebel or Haas, I think. Yeah, it's either Haas or Red Bull. Is are you calling people old? No. Why are you? What do you mean? Oh God. I never meant to. Fuck's sake. I knew this was gonna happen. Right, let's try to pronounce this. Shinitsi. There you go. I think that's it. Sorry for being disrespectful. I'm honestly an absolute muppet. I will never do that ever again. I am big muppet. Oh no. Waiting for 2 more people from right here. We've got waiting for 1 Haas driver and then 1 Red Bull driver, and then we should be able to go. 2 minutes. Shinitsu. I'm really bad at pronouncing these usernames. I don't think you know that. Literally, I'm so bad. It could, just, oh God, I don't even want to talk about it. I literally can't even say people's names properly in public. It's embarrassing. 2 more minutes. Time 1 minute until 8 o'clock, which should be when it starts. Unless we're waiting for the others to join. Some of the reserves should just fill up in their places. This guy should, Dontal should be a Red Bull. So he's going to be in the Red Bull. Who's going to be in the Haas? Are we waiting for 1 more person? Because, I don't know. Sure, quality. Lovely. Why am I doing that? Still waiting for the Haas driver reserve. Unless there isn't going to be one. And now it's 8 o'clock. When are we starting? Alright, check this quickly. Right. Oh god. No, I don't want to leave. Okay, that was close. Alright. This guy's really up. I'm not already up, I'm spectating. Oh, okay, no. Okay, when are we beginning? Dontles isn't picking Red Bull. Let's go, don't ready up straight after. Okay, there we go. Okay, now everyone's readying up. And now we can start. I mean, hopefully. I think this Dontles guy is just AFK. He's not doing anything. Hello, sir. So hello. Is this man alive? Starts in 3, 2, 1, and go. Right, Canada, short quali. This is gonna be cool. Okay. Okay. 10 seconds till this thing begins because I am desperate. This is one of my favourite circuits and I want to talk about it constantly. Here we are for the Canadian Grand Prix. Oh, I always wanted to do that. It's right now. It's qualifying time. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. We are racing here. Yes. Right. Who's going to be the first one to come out? Right. Oh, there we go. We've got a driver out. This will be so spicy, says Bobby. Agreed. This is going to be one spicy session. Here we go. Our first driver coming out of the pit lane now. Dragon 2694. He's going to be the first one out of the pits. He's going to be on his outlap. And his teammate and loads of others are coming out of the pits now as well. We've got Jack Stott. You've got Chuckle Brubast. I think you've got most people coming out now. You've got Dry quali, mixed race, dry start, wet finish. Alright. Seems interesting. Oh, nearly lost the back end. The Red Bull. It just completely snapped to the back. That could have been bad. But now we're going to watch Dragon 2694 as he's going to be starting his flying lap quite soon here. Let's have a look here to see what's going to happen, because also in the race is going to be finishing in wet conditions, so that's going to be interesting as he comes across the line now to start his flying lap. So into turn 1 here, you have a nice left turn as a yellow flag in the first sector. That's just slow red McLaren there. Around there you've got a Ferrari behind you, trying not to crash into him. You're literally basically the same team, but really not. In the first sector then, he set what time? A 20.742. Okay, quite reasonable first sector, I can agree. Myself, here we are, there's another yellow flag, that's a slow Aston Martin. Guessing he's just slowing down before his flying lap begins. Try not to get too much curve, because you don't want to lose the back end or spin into the barriers. That would be the worst scenario. And then around the hairpin, try not to hit the wall on the exit, try not to accelerate too much, and just have a nice run down to the chicane. DRS enabled, we're going to have the ERS on, maybe not, I don't know. And then in the final chicane, try not to hit the wall and exit. He has done that very well there. And across the line is time 1:13.148. Good lap there by Dragon 2694. That's the first lap to beat. And behind you've got RR3 Coys. And Jack Scott's gone fastest by nearly 2 seconds. That was really good. And I don't think the Red Bull's going to be beating any of those two. He only set a 1:20.873. That's nearly 7 seconds down from Dragon 2694. So that was quite, not the best lap there by the Red Bull, I may say so myself. As, oh god, I don't want to missay his name now. God, I always hit the Williams of Chuckle Bufas has hit the barrier. I don't think there's any damage, but that got very close. There's a yellow flag in the first sector and second sector. Okay, so always just cut the corner. Okay, nice. Oh, there's a slow McLaren. Must have had a spin there as there's a fastest lap by the Goodyear Ferrari. It's BGR Eckhart. Oh my god, I can't pronounce these names. I'm just gonna say it's that because I don't want to get. Yeah. Oh, there's some beef in the Discord chat. As yeah, I think he's just going to pits. Yeah, I would have thought so. If that lap, I don't think that lap was to get any better. As it's the slow Ferrari. Yes, okay. That's line. Not bad of a lap. Schnit, schnit. Shintazi. I hate when I can't pronounce people's names. It's terrible. Right. I'm watching the Ferraris here. Alfa Romeo going into the pits. Not sure if he had damage. No, it looked like he did. Yeah. I'm watching for anyone to finish their laps. Here we are. We've got Danny here on his flying lap. He's in the third sector at the moment. Where will he be placed here on this lap? We'll have to see here, as in the moment his second sector was pretty good, but just looking by it now, I don't think Yeah, he's not gonna take pole. Provisional pole as the McLaren is spun on the exit. Jack Jordans has had a spin here, and his front wing's off. He doesn't have a front wing anymore. What happened? He might have rear wing damage now because he plugged that thing in the wall. As there's a yellow flag in the third sector, and I wouldn't. That's why. As here we are across the line. That's fourth. So not bad for the lap, I must say so myself. John's fourth. Jeff Johns, because of that spin, is at 133.1. There's a yellow flag in the third sector again. That's just a slow Williams, so he's going to be going on for his flying lap now. He didn't do. I think he's just. Oh yeah, Jack's start. I think he might have put himself on a set of new softs. And now he's going out for another lap. He's on his own lap at the moment, but I don't want to watch out laps until they actually become flying laps. And now we are watching a flying lap here with the Alpine of Raw Nosh. Where will he be able to put his car on the grid? He's already third at the moment, and in the second sector he's only a couple hundredths of a second slower than his fastest time. But the gap between him and first position is just over a tenth. So, if he goes quick in this third sector here, tries not to track extend, he'll be able to get that car into a further position, and he's just backed out of it, I think. Yeah, he's in the pits. His lap wasn't going to be very good. I didn't really see that happening. Now, Jack starts. At the moment, he's put himself on a new set of soft tyres. He's gonna try and mess with that car around as there's a slow Williams again. So that's just Bravas being Chuck Bravas. Complete. Where did? Oh, there he is. He's 2 tenths quicker in the first sector. Now that is what we want to see from the McLaren of Jack Stott there, as he sets a 19.7. I think I wasn't able to fully see it clearly, but I'm pretty sure that was, you know, that. Pretty sure. Oh, he's got an invalidated lap though. He's gonna at least. He's got an invalidated lap, but he's gonna try his best to get that thing around. Try to set the best lap he can, but he's got invalidated time. He's got invalidated time, so that's not very good. And into the final chicane. Gonna take it very tight and a run down to the line. If his lap wasn't invalidated, it wouldn't have improved. Actually, no, he would have improved by like 4 tenths. Right. Let's hope the McLaren doesn't get his lap invalidated. We're going to watch him again here. And try to set a really good lap there. And it's literally yellow flags in every single sector right now. Because life sucks, am I right? And what's happened here? Both cars off the circuit. I mean, what happened there? I'm not very sure. Alright. On the secondary streets, and then into here again. Try not to get too much curb because you don't want to lose the back end. And second time was a 43.5, the second slower, so I don't think that lap would be in need of improving. I haven't even seen that lap. Chuck Bruvas 110.0. That's the fastest lap of the session so far on the soft tyres. I haven't even seen that lap. As Jack starts going into the pit lane, he knew his lap was kind of done at that point. Done, not done. Anyways, that's his race over. That's his lap over, not race over. I'm terrible. That's his lap done. If we're watching the Dragon, he's not going to improve on his time. I think, yeah, 2 times slower on that. Let's watch the Aston Martin then. of BG. Oh, that was close to the barriers. That might even hit. That might even have hit the barriers because that was very close. But anyways, did he lose time because of that? I think he might have. As there's a yellow flag in the first set, that's a slow Alpine. I mean, there's just loads of slow cars. So, to be honest, we're just going to ignore the yellow flags. Aston Martin in the second sector is a tenth slower, a second and a tenth slower. So that's his lap pretty much over. He might want to try and improve in the chicane, but he's at second down. I don't think he'll be able to improve there. As we're going to watch Jack Jordans try to improve on his time, and across the line he goes. It's the fastest lap of the session. It's a 109.8 on the medium tyres. Yes, I say that correctly. The medium tyres. I didn't expect that at all. It's a 198 for Jack Jordans as he sets the fastest lap of the session, and there's a 5-place grid penalty for Raw Nosh for illegal blocking. So that's he's going to go down 5 positions by the race. And if that goes as so where it is right now, then he's going to start the race in 10th position. He's on the down up at the moment, but will he be able to improve on this time? Because he would like to improve as much as he can. So when he has that grid penalty for the Grand Prix, he will be able to at least be ahead of some more drivers. As you've got the Aston Martin of BGR Gakata on the side of the track. He's just a bit off to the side, trying to avoid any cars coming through. As here we are now with Raw Nosh. He's on his outlap at the moment. He's on news. I mean, is that news or that? He's been on those tires for about 2 laps now, so it's not fully new. But he's going for another lap. So where will this put him on the grid as his lap begins? Around the first couple of turns there. Lovely. Nice. And then you've got this chicane. Just go through it nicely. First sector. He's 3 times faster. So he's on a good lap right now. But will he be able to set fastest lap? That's the big question. If he's 3 times faster, then he won't be able to set fastest lap. He'll get ahead of some drivers. He'll get himself probably up to 4th. So, now he's 2 times faster in the second sector, so he lost some time through there. Now, he wants to gain some time. He would love to gain some time in the third sector to repay for his lost time in the second sector. He's going to get DRS, and he's going to... Is he going to enable the DRS? I don't know if he will. But now, into the final chicane, he's going to take it very tight, trying to avoid the barriers in the exit. And across the line, where's that going to put him? It's third, 7 tenths faster in the third sector. He certainly did improve in the third sector as well. He's gained some time, and he is up to 3rd position. Only a couple tenths now behind Jack Jordans, which is on provisional pole. Good lap there by the Alpine. This is an Alpha now. Now, isn't it full M13? Yes, it is. He always lap invalidated. Now, what's happened there? I'm not very sure. A couple minutes left now of qualifying. So, if you want to set a lap, do it now. And I mean it. If you don't do it now, then your race is pretty much over. As we are watching the AlphaTauri of Shish Perry. Sinks Perry. Let's just say that. Sinks Perry. Here we are across the line. What's that going to be? It's going to be a good lap. It's going to be 5th position. He's up to 5th with that lap. He used most of his ERS and lap seem to have worked out for him. This Chuck Bubas is on for another lap. He wants that pole position. He does certainly want that pole position. As Jack Jordan's, he's had a crash. He's had the session. Or did he just retire? Because now, let's have a look on the map. I don't think... Let's see, can he improve on his time, Chuck Bubas, to get ahead? He has retired from qualifying. I'm not very sure if that was on purpose or not, because I don't think I think he's in the pits at the moment. So I think that might have been on purpose, just to retire by himself. Now on the main big straight here, running up to the chicane, the final chicane, and he's got those two corners to do there, and then you've got the run up to the line. Where's this going to put him? He doesn't improve with his time. He's still 6/10 slower than his original time there. So he hasn't improved, and he stays second place. Now, the Red Bull behind is not enjoying his life, let's just say that. You know who is enjoying his life though? The Ferrari of BGR Eckhout. He's on a flying lap right now, and he was a tenth faster in the first sector. Trying to hit the barrier there, mate. He might have the slipstream, as well as DRS, but now the Red Bull pulls over, and he's through into the third sector. Now onto the straight. He is going to go right down there to the chicane. Hopefully tries not to track extend, because if you track extend, you're pretty much done. And here we are now. Nice chicane, very nice chicane. Where's this going to put him on the grid? It's going to be provisional pole for the Ferrari of BGR Eckhout. He's on provisional pole, and he set a 109.791. That's a flying lap and a half, that was, as he goes up to first position. What a lap. As everyone else now is going to go into the pit lane. What a lap I have just seen. As the Red Bull comes across the line now as well, he improves up to 10th position. But that is pretty much the end of qualifying here today at Canada. And what a qualifying it certainly was, because I haven't seen anything like this in my whole time of racing or commentating. Not racing, commentating. Definitely commentating. I haven't seen anything like this ever. Just a storming lap at the end to snatch pole position. And yeah, Roald Dosh as well with that 5th place grid penalty. He's going to be starting 9th. And that was a great qualifying for Ferrari to remember. That's pole position and also 9th position. So 9th. Not particularly bad. Very good for Ferrari. Mercedes may have to step up their game in the Grand Prix, as Josh Stead 29. He didn't even set a lap, I don't think. He's going to be starting from 18th, but his teammate is going to be starting from 3rd. So very good for the Mercedes. I mean, for one driver of the Mercedes, the other one's not going to be enjoying it. Many people are thinking what to do now, because obviously it is going to be raining midway through this Grand Prix. Not midway, it's going to be raining at the very end. So many people are thinking, do you start on hards and then do you pit for wets when it starts raining? Or do you not even pit for wets and just go on to the inters? Or is it going to be very heavy rain? That's all I need to know. If it's going to be really, very heavy rain, then yeah, I'm bored. I'm going to pretend to be a Scottish person for the next 10 seconds. So I'm very, very bored right now. This is my Scottish impression. I'm not very good at all, as you can tell. I'm from Glasgow, and okay, there's my 10 seconds gone. Alright. Is this formation on? And the race begins. It's lights out and away we go. The Red Bull's onto the grass. The Mercedes got the inside line. There is contact there as the Ferrari goes off. Off onto the track there, and there's a spin for the Ferrari. He's out of the Grand Prix. Our pole positionist has spun at the start, and he's out of the session already. As the Mercedes of Chuck Bruvas takes the lead ahead of Jack Jordan's and Chuckle Bruvas. But what have I just seen? It's a fight. There's 5-second penalties all over the place as a virtual safety car comes out, and that was not expected by at all anyone. The Ferrari's out of the Ferrari of BGR Eckhout. He's out of the Grand Prix. Did anyone see that coming? Because I definitely didn't. Both Ferraris having the worst start to the Grand Prix that they could have possibly had. That was crazy first lap. Virtual safety car should be coming in soon. As there we are now. We are now watching the man in first as, there you go, another crash happened. It's Danny. He's out of the Grand Prix as well. He must have crashed on the safety car restart as Chuck Brabas leads us away at the start for lap 2. A complete change to what it was in lap 1. It's a Ferrari of Skish. Oh my gosh, I keep pronouncing these wrong, but I'm just going to ignore saying his name just because, I mean, I'm going to try to pronounce it, but if I pronounce it wrong, please don't blame me because I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Schnitzy. I don't know, Schnitzy. I'm just going to say Schnitzy. And the Mercedes is making a well good gap here between him and the McLaren of Jack Jordan. So, and now there's a yellow flag in the second sector. I think there was just some slow drivers there. Behind, many people are losing positions and overtaking each other. The predicted pit stop strategy is soft to soft to mediums, or we mean softs to mediums to softs. But the big problem is that it's going to be raining at the end, if you didn't know that already. So, what's going to happen at the end? Because many things can happen at the end of this Grand Prix, and I think we need to have a look at what they've started on. As many people from behind have started on the hard tyres, some on the softs, and some on the mediums. Now, the ones on the soft tyres, I don't really understand why you're starting on the soft, because it's going to be raining. Okay? I mean, I think it is raining. I mean, that's what I'm being told. So, yeah, it's going to be raining. But not yet soon, as we're having a fight here between Raw Papadum and Six Perry. This is quite a close fight here between these two. There's the one behind. Six Perry. He wants to get ahead, but he's too far behind now. He's already made too big of a gap as Henny's left the session, alrighty. Right. Let's go back up to the front, or at least here. Let's have a look at Trouble Brufas and Jack Jordan. Now, these two are quite close together, and I wouldn't be afraid from saying this, but I think Trouble Brufas would like to have a move here on Jack Jordan's pretty soon. That's what I'm seeing. It's a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I would think that many people are going to get penalties this Grand Prix, because it's just so easy to corner cut with strict corner cut rules. So it really depends. Just don't cut the corner as too much. Sorry, that's I've turned off my mic for a second there, but oh, the Williams lost the back end, and he's lost the position to Roar Nosh as a result of that, and that wasn't very good, I would say. And now Chad Brubas is now actually losing time on Jack Jordan's as he's gaining time on the Mercedes. The gap is now 8 tenths between them, so it has been going down these last couple of laps, and now the Mercedes of Jack Brabus is going to be under a lot of pressure as there's another yellow flag and Jack Jordan's is out of the session. He's had a spin as Jack Stott is going to go past as his teammate as the safety car is called out as the first main full safety car of the session. Why is all of the leading cars going out so quickly? I mean, Jack Jordan's was in, I don't know, like 4th position, I think he was, 5th. He was doing so well. Wait, no, he was in 2nd place. And then he just spun on the exit. I think that has happened a lot, and now many cars are going to be in the pit lane for a change of tyres, as we are now watching Chuckle Brufas changing his front wing, so he must have front wing damage. Roar Nosh is going to pit as well. He comes out in 6th position. Bobby was not pitting. He's started on the hard tyres. He's had those tyres for 5 laps now. He's in 3rd under the safety car, so this is very, very good for him. And now the new leader, Roar Papadum. He is in 1st at the moment, and on the mediums. It looks like he's going to have quite a good race from where he is at the moment, because behind him he's got another driver with the same tyres, and then behind them they've got a car with slower tyres than that. But they need to be aware of Chuck Brubas. He is on soft tyres and new soft tyres, so be very scared of this man, because he's going to be quick at the restart. So this has been a crazy race for the 6 laps we've had it here at Canada. And now the safety cars should be coming in next lap. Yeah, next lap, not this lap. And many cars had decided to pit for this lap for new tyres. So we now move on to lap 7 of this Grand Prix. We're still under the safety car. What is happening to the Alpine? The Alpine is glitching around like Bento. Am I the only one that think this is going to cause problems? What's even going on here? Oh my god. And I think R3 Coins Amy is in the pits as well, so he's decided to pit onto new mediums. I'm guessing those are mediums until the rain comes, because he knows the rain's going to come soon. Still onto the safety car, and what? I'm confused. I'm really confused. Roar Papadum's left the session. What's happened then? It says he's still leading. He's still leading, but he's ghosting. And then on the position grid on the left, it says he's in 16th place. So I'm really confused. It's like the guy's going to be in this lap. Ferdinand 13 is now in 1st. Chuck Brubas is going to be on very new tyres. He's going to have a run on these two, because he wants to get up the positions, and he knows for a fact that having pit in this lap as well. Papadum's back. Um, as the race begins again, safety car pulls into the pits as it begins, and from behind there is certainly a fight here as Joe Brass is being overtaken by the guy. Sorry, I keep forgetting these names. God's sake, I'm so bad at this. He's being overtaken. That's all I know. That he's being overtaken. I'm so bad at everything. Oh no. Why am I so bad? He's been overtaken by John. There you go. I knew that. And he also doesn't have any penalties. So, this is a very good opportunity. As there's a yellow flag in the second set. Is that a spin for the Red Bull? I don't know what's exactly happened. It's not a spin. He doesn't have front wing damage, I don't think. That's his chances of finishing the points pretty much gone now, as he's how many seconds behind the others? I'm not very sure, but I'm guessing he's going to be quite late. And we're now watching Film 13 leading in the Alfa Romeo is the Williams. A little bit wider through there, as there's a blue flag. Yes, probably is ahead of him, as the Mercedes is going for a move on the outside. They make contact, and Chuck Ruvas is passed, and now Ron Nosh is going to get past the Williams as well. So that was unexpected. Now, oh no, John has just lost all of them places. That is not very good. And now, Film 13 is making a very good gap here to John. But to Bobby. I suck. And behind Chuck Rubas. He's overtaken Rawnosh. Into third place he goes. I did tell you he's going to be quick. And he is very quick. And now he's on the back of Bobby. The gap between them is now 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth. He's already making a move on him on the left. Well, on the outside, into the chicane. He's already passed before the chicane. He's up into second place, and now he's going to hunt after the lead car, Phil M13. Will he be able to get there before anything bad happens? Because anything can happen here. CRS gets enabled, and behind, John is eating even more places, as he just lost the place to his teammate. Again, not very ideal. But here we are. LM13 still leading behind the Alpine, or the dead Alpine of Royal Poppadomas behind. Now, Jack Stott is getting past. He's getting past John as well. He's decided, hey, I want to get an overtake done as well. So it's just like, okay, sure. And now Chuck Rubas is getting like a second as these two are fighting, Bobby and Chuckle Brubas. Bobby stays ahead, but with DRS enabled and quicker tires, he might be able to get past. There's an incident here at the back. Williams must have had a spin. He doesn't have a front wing anymore. That's all I have to say. His front wing's gone. There's SBS Bobby. Oh, there's a spin! There's a McLaren in the background! Jack Stott, he's out of the session. What's happened? He's just had to spin on the exit. That's both McLarens out of the session now. So that's any chance of McLarens scoring any points this Grand Prix. The safety car's out again, as this is chaos. The safety car has just boosted Captain Bluebus up into first position, so he's back into the lead. Raw Nosh is in second, so that's very good. And also the Alpha Tauri of 6 Berries up to third. So now this is looking to be a very interesting Grand Prix. Now, there's one thing we need to look at, and that's Bells's 13 seconds for the Alpha Tauri. So he's not going to be scoring a podium, I don't think. I mean, 13 seconds, that's quite a lot. I mean, to be honest, is that really ideal? No. I think some might have hit as well, such as Choco Brewfast. He, I think, is on new tyres. I'm going to have a look now. Yes, okay. Yeah, Choco Brewfast is on new soft tyres. So this is going to be a very, very interesting end to the Grand Prix, a very interesting mid-race action. So, lap 12, we've had 2 safety cars, 4 retirements, both McLarens out at the final chicane. It's just, I love seeing people perish. I'm joking, but that's not very good for McLaren. First thing is because where are they in the Constructors' Championship? They are at the moment in last. Oh no, they were doing so well. They might have even boosted themselves up the table, but no, they both crashed. I mean, that's not very good, because now they are down. They're gonna stay last. I don't know why, but I always find that this is no offense to the drivers, by the way, because I can't probably do any better. But in all of these leagues, I don't see Red Bull doing that well. I don't know why. I've been to many leagues and seen them, and they just always seem to have poor results compared to what they do in real life. But I'm not complaining to the drivers saying they're bad at anything, because they're probably better than me, and by a mile, so I'm not going to judge them too much. The safety car's going to be in this lap. So, Choco Brewfast isn't the newer tyres. I mean, he's the same tyre life as the top 3, but he's on the faster tyres, and also he's in first. So he's going to be in the lead at the safety car restarts. I mean, is that much of a surprise to you? Here we are now. The safety car pulls into the pits as green flags wave over the line once again. As the racing continues, there's already a yellow flag. Red Bull might be lacking down. There's blue flags. What? How is there blue flags already? I'm confused. It's just blue flags everywhere. Okay, there's a little flag going on. There's a yellow flag. That's a Mercedes. Josh Stead had a spin. Does he have a front wing? That's the big question. Front wing, yes or no? Okay, he still has a front wing. That's good. Oh, there we go. Red Bull spun. Many people seem to be spinning here. I don't know. Oh, they could have collided there. Bobby's passed. Oh, 2 drivers off the circuit. Oh, there's a Red Bull. This is chaos. I've never seen this much chaos on the safety car restart in my entire life. Oh wow, as the Williams are going to make... Oh, he looked for a move. And Bobby, that move wasn't going to be done. Here we are now. Lap 15, and Chuck Rivas is leading on very new tyres. The choice to go onto the soft tyres under the first safety car was a great idea, because now he's in first and he got himself up to first because of that him pitting. And also, this is also very good or bad news, would I say. A bit. I wouldn't want to judge any team. Ron Nosh behind is, I mean, he was slightly gaining in the second sector, so he needs to be a bit quicker in the second sector to gain time on him again. I think the Alpine-9's gaining on the straights. I think he is, because now, look, on the straight, he's already gained 1-2 attempts on the straight line. But the Mercedes has quicker cornering speed, so that's going to define the gap in performance. I know this is equal and everything, but it's going to change the difference between Chuck Rivas and Ron Nosh. As behind, there is, if I'm going on between just Dragon's in the pits. I think he's going in for a change of front wing. Does he have damage from an earlier crash? Because now the Red Bull's in the pits as well. He's changing front wing. Loads of people seem to be changing front wing here. As there's another fight here now with Bobby, Chuck Rivas, and then you've also got John in the background, and then you've got, oh, there's contact to the wall with the Aston Martin. That's not good. Oh no. Oh, he's gone wide on the exit. That's gonna let John have a run for him on the straight. He doesn't want to have a massive collision with him, so he's gonna back out. And now, does he get it? I don't think he got the DRS. Never mind. Yeah, okay, so John did get the DRS. Right. Ahead. These two are getting very close to each other, and this is the fight for the first podium place here in third. Now, will we get a fight between these two soon? That would be nice. A nice fight for a podium. As now we've got two more people pitting at the end of this lap. Come out of the pits now. Interesting, so they're going to be pitting. Soft tyres. Interesting. So, let's go back over. Sorry. I'm just having a look at anyone having a fight with another. Oh, the lead's looking highly looking to change, as there's a Haas at the back. He's had a spin. He doesn't have a front wing anymore. That's not very good. F1 Silver had a spin, and that's not very good at all. Yellow flag being waved in the third sector. The lead now is only coming down to a couple tenths now. The gap is 6 tenths between the two, and the Alpine is gaining a lot. He just got more penalties though. He's got, oh no, he just got his first penalties, 3 seconds. As Chuck Rivas has no penalties. So the top two only have 3 penalties combined, and that's only from Ron Nosh's. So these two, or couple, seem to have pretty good consistency of not getting any penalties. I mean, some. Not getting a lot. Alpine, DRS. This is the move for the lead. Ron Nosh is already passed on the straight, and he is passed into first. But this fight isn't done yet. Chuck Rivas wants that. He would love that position back. The cap's only 4 temps, and now he's going to get the slipstream, and also he'll be able to get other things. Is behind. You've got the Alfa Romeo fighting with the Alpha Tauri. You've got Phil M13 fighting with Six Perry. These two are getting very close. Six Perry stays ahead. And they'll play for the podium I was talking about before. Yeah, that's happening. Gap's only 3 temps. It's getting very close between these two. A little bit of a back end loss on that, on the exit of that corner. And now the Alfa Romeo is going to deploy the ERS. DRS is deployed as well, but he isn't going to get past just yet. It's getting very close between the two. It's hairpin time as we go into the hairpin. Will Phil M13 get the podium back? That's the big question. These two have 16 and 14 seconds of penalties. They're not very good, these two, I must say. How would you have them with penalties? I mean, I don't think I would do much better again, but hey, that's life. It sucks sometimes. I mean, it sucks a lot sometimes. Phil M13, very close there to the Macca Alpha Tauri. Could he get past him? Because now Cab's only like 1-2 attempts. So he's getting very close for a possible podium position for Phil M13. A podium for Alfa Romeo would be great for them in the Constructors' Championship. I mean, at least I think so. I mean, probably. Now, Phil M13. 4th at the moment. Could he get in 3rd by the end of this lap? Could he get past on the could he get past on the DRS straight? And so we enter the hairpin. And nothing seems to be happening here. They do get very close, these two. And by very close, I mean very close. And DRS enabled. Will the Alfa Romeo be able to get past? Not just yet. As we enter the chicane. Oh, it's a good exit by the Alfa Romeo. Will he be able to get past? DRS enabled. He's got the inside line. And he's back past into the podium places. Up into 3rd he goes. Great. It was a good exit by there. Oh, what's happened here? Six Perry's out of the Grand Prix. What's happened? Oh, he's had a spin. That's him out of the session. Safety car deployed. That's the 3rd safety car now. Now, many people, will they be pitting again? Because loads of people pit on the 1st safety car and 2nd safety car. Are people going to pit on the 3rd? Lap 21 of the 35 laps. Rain's supposed to be coming soon. Supposed to be, at least. That's all I know. But will the rain actually come? Or will it not? It's behind. You've got some people in the pit lane. I think you've got a Haas and a Red Bull in the pits. And here we are. You've got the leader, Ron Osh. He's in the pits now as well. He enters the pit lane ahead of Red Bull. I think he's a lap down. But now, entering the pit lane, we need a good pit stop onto the soft tyres. But there's a good stop. As behind, Chuck Rubus also had a decent stop as well. And this is very good for him because he is now going to be very close to Ornosh and could get an overtake done soon. He would love to get an overtake done. And he would love to get that 1st place back, just like anyone else. Still, the safety car is enabled for the 3rd lap. We're running, so 3 laps. 8 laps, in fact. 3 times we've had the safety car. this Grand Prix. I don't think much people are going to be pitting this safety car, period. I think those... Never mind, I completely forgot, all of them pit before. Have a look at the tyres. So the top 4 all have fresh tyres. Chuck Ruvas is on the mediums, and everyone else in the top 4 is on new, fresh, soft tyres. Behind them, you've got Shinitsi, who is in 5th position with 3-lap-old softs. And then behind them, you've got Bobby on new, fresh softs. And then behind them, you've got John on new, fresh softs as well. So many people decide to pit the softs onto the safety car. And the only person who decided to pit for any other tyre that wasn't softs, that person was Chuck Rubas, who was in 1st, now he's in 2nd. I would have thought he would be pitting onto the softs like everyone else, but I guess not. And behind them, the Red Bulls also pit for the mediums, so that's cool. Right. Safety car should be in this lap, and if it was anything like last time, the safety car restart is going to be very chaotic. So, no, I don't know whether Red Bull isn't going past. Why isn't the Red Bull going past? It's the 13th. You may want to go past. You're a lap down, you need to go fast. Safety car's not in this lap. Never mind, safety car is in this lap. It's just a bit late to say. Oh gosh, leading the way. We're gonna watch it from Chuck Ruvas' view here. Going patiently, it's started again. As he goes, 5-second penalty. I think they must have had a collision. These two, and the Red Bulls in the barriers. What on earth just happened? Literally, first corner, and he's into the barriers. He's gone. He's out of the race. Now, it's a race to the finish. From here to now. You've got 9 laps left in this race. Is there actually going to be rain coming? It looks like it is going to turn to overcast, but will be raining at the end of this race. Because at the moment it's only light cloud. Chuck Ruvas, first penalty of the race, 3 seconds. And now behind, you've got Chuckle Ruvas in 3rd place. He's behind, and he wants to overtake his fellow Chucker. Why did I say that? Will he be able to get past on the main pit straights? Maybe, possibly? Well, this is getting very close. The gap is like 3 tenths between these guys. Could an overtake happen soon as Raw Popperdums? That's the fastest lap of the race. I wouldn't have expected that. I thought it was in AI mode, right? Let's watch Bobby and John. These two are getting very close. And an overtake soon here for John might put him in a really good position to go chase after the others. Oh, getting very close. Down the inside, in the hairpin. He's got past. So they make contact. I think they did make contact there. They're getting very close, wheel to wheel, side by side. This is getting very close. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. There's a Haas who has spun. I think is that the same Haas crash before they made contact on the exit, on the exit of that chicane. Contact must be made, and now the Mercedes have just said trying to get into this fight as well. Oh my gosh, Bobby has to let the position go, but contact was made there, and that was not very good. I mean, he's passed, but with that contact brings a lot of heat. As yeah, the Haas in the pits. World famous commentator, yes. Alright, here we are. So this is getting very close here for second position. Chuck Bruvas goes wide, and now Chuckle Bruvas are gonna go for a little run here on the long straight before the chicane. He's on the left. He's gonna do it on the outside even before the chicane begins. As now the Williams, the Chuckle Bruvas, he's in second place now as Chuck Bruvas has to let it go. He just couldn't defend from that. As the leader of Raw Nosh is really making a gap here between the others. The gap is 2.1 seconds. And behind, there's a little scrap. Holly's at the blue, yep. Sadly. AlphaTauri of Bobby is in the pits, changes from wing, comes back out. He's on intermediates. It's not even raining yet. What? I'm confused. Huh? He's just pit from intermediates. That's way too early, lad. Yeah, it has turned to overcast. Yep, 5 now. Man United suck, am I right? Here we are. No, he's pit for intermediate. I can't believe that. He's already lost the second. The first second. This was not time. It's turned overcast. But this was way too early. And I mean it way too early. It's behind. 13 might be making a move on Schnitzny soon. As he goes a little bit wider, they make contact. Villen 13's in the barriers. He's lost his front wing. He's lucky to still be in this Grand Prix. He's going to come back onto the track now. Tries to spin around. That wasn't perfect. Yeah, at least he Tottenham. It's true. But yeah, he's decided. Yeah, these inters. He's pretty much ruined his Grand Prix by pitting for the intermediate tyres. He's going to switch back on probably to the softs. No, another set of inters. Oh, he got damage. I don't even know what's happening now because it's definitely not Inter time by any means. Now Will Popperdom might be overtaking him as ahead. Justed has got ahead of John. Will Popperdom was of course second penalty. So the gap between these two is only 5 tenths, they're getting quite close. But here we are now. So the gap now 7 tenths. The Mercedes wants to try to pull away. He didn't even mean overtaken. Fulham 13 after having that crash. He's into the pits for Inters as well. You've seen SBS Bobby pit for the Inters. He's like, could this work? And what can I say? It literally started raining right as he pit. So this is perfect timing for 11:13. But will this work as the Ferrari Schnitzy's gonna lap SBS Bobby, which is still on the Inters. Now, when is it going to be time to pit? As now, he's going to serve a 5-second penalty. There's a yellow flag in the first sector. Who's that? That is you, but it doesn't really matter. It's only like a 10-second penalty, I think. He switched himself onto the intermediates as well. Now, I think that this was good timing by him. He actually got a good strategy call done. So we're getting maybe two laps way earlier. Because now he's been actually put on the tyres in the good conditions, right conditions, instead of putting them on in conditions where it's still, dry. So Ronosh still leading. The gap is now 3 seconds, maybe even 4 seconds now. So he's been doing exceptionally well as SBS Bobby retires from the session. He's had a spin, he's had a crash, and a safety car's deployed. Is it time to pit for the Inters? Because I think that the Aston Martin has just made the best decision of his life to pit at this exact moment. Or not, I really don't know. I think he's a lap down, so he can unlap himself with this. This is a dramatic end to the Grand Prix. Safety car being deployed in the last 5 laps, 4 laps, yeah, 5 laps of this Grand Prix. It's absolutely mental. Braun Nosh is in the pits. I think he's going to be pitting for the intermediates. Here we are in the pit lane now. Chuckle Bruvas is in the pits behind, and Chuck Bruvas as well. Everyone, and I mean it, most people are going to be in the pits as Schnitzy stays out on the soft tyres. Was that a good call? In my opinion, it really looks like that it was time for the Inters. He really should have pit, I think. And behind, more Inters are going to be going on for the other drivers. And it looks like Dragon 2694, he stayed out in medium tyres. Not even soft tyres, mediums. Now, pitting at this point in time was probably the best idea. I'm sorry. Would probably be the best idea, and was the best idea. The others now that are on soft or dry tyres, they're going to lose a lot of positions. So Schnitzy's race is pretty much ruined. I mean, he was doing good, and then he decided to stay out on soft, dry tyres. It was definitely time for the Inters, and I'm really sorry for him. I'm also very sorry for pronouncing your name wrong over 10 million times. I'm really sorry for doing that as well. I think as lap 33, it's going to start coming in. The last 2 laps of this race, they're going to be running under these wet conditions. There's only 12 people left in this race now. bit unexpected to have this little people in the race. I mean, he's only got a couple left now. Schnitzy stays out on the softs. Interesting. So is he planning going to these softs to the very end? Because if so, he's making the biggest risk of his life. Having Dragons doing the same, and Dantos behind as well on the Red Bull. So 8 people have retired from this race. Choco Bruvax isn't very happy with Toby at the moment. Bobby. Sorry, I messed up. I'm really tired. Punch me. We've got 3 laps of this lap. We've got 2 laps in this race left. And then I can sleep. Safety car's going to be in his lap. Ferrari. Schnitzy has all the work to do here. Soft tyres to the last. He's risked it on 14-lap-old soft tyres. Oh, nearly lost the back end on the exit there. As it's go, go, go. Safety car's in. He's already been overtaken already by 2 other cars. And he's gone off the track. Not at all the good restart that you wanted. And Philem 13 must have also had a crash. He's out of the session. 10-second penalty for Dragon to take 9-4 for corner cutting. Right, we need to have a look at penalties again because this happened last time and I don't want to happen again. So, Rawnosh at the moment needs to do a 3-second gap to the others. He needs to do a 3-second gap at least for him to finish in first. But will that happen? I don't know. I honestly don't think it will. And also, Chuck Bruvass. If he overtakes Chucklebunas and the gaps stay as so, then he could still win this Grand Prix. Now we're on to the final lap of the race. We've had 34 laps. Now we're on to our 35th and final lap of the race. We've seen a chaotic race throughout all of this. We've had 3 safety cars. We've had a virtual safety car. 9 retirements. And this is all going to finally end on this lap with Rawnosh leading. But he's going to drop back into 3rd with the penalties applied. Chuckle Bruvass will sight through here to take the win. As we enter the final bits in the second sector. Now we head over to the hairpin. Final couple of corners now. Now we go on to the long straight with what would be DRS, but DRS obviously isn't enabled anymore because it's raining. And there's a yellow flag in the second sector. That's Dragon. He's having a mare. And final. Now he's onto the straight as Rawnosh finishes in first, but Chuckle Bruvass will take the win here at the Canadian Grand Prix. Chuckle Bruvass finishes in first. Chuck Bruvass finishes in second with Rawnosh in third. And you've got John as well in fourth. Good finish for them, as behind the Ferrari, after staying out on soft tyres, isn't been having the good race that he had been wanting to. He was in fourth before, staying out on the dry tyres had put him all the way back to 11th, and he's going to finish now. Roar Papadum is going to finish in 7th place. Aston Martin is going to finish in 7th. The Roar Papadum has some penalties. Next in line goes Dragon to 694. Snetti go past Domtius, and that's our race finished. Whew, I'm tired. So. That's our race done, boys. That's our race finished, and it's a win for the Williams. Again. That was an interesting race. Interesting race. Oh gosh, I'm tired.